RTF TV's Fans Arena. Congratulations on your appointment of the head of communication department of the Ghana Football Association. Henry, this is of a kind that we witnessed in Friday night football. We've had about 5 or 6 of them here in the capital. Is it something that is here to stay?
Well, I think it's one of the things that the new administration wants to make it a common feature in our league calendar. You remember that mostly when we are playing games and the players play under scorching sun, people normally complain about their output because it affects their output or their performance on the field of play. Now, you also look at people who have the opportunity to come and watch the matches. Now, they sometimes they say, oh, after a hard day's work on a Friday night, on a Wednesday night, it is just proper that you come to the stadium with your family. So I think when Legon Cities chose their Accra Sports Stadium, one of the things we told them was if it will be possible for them to play in the night. And I think once they experimented that once and it worked, then we encouraged them to do more. Hearts of Oak played under floodlights when they played against Ashanti Gold, and I think it was a great day or a great night of football. And tonight we have seen Kumasi Asante Twum versus Bechem United, and I think the fans came in their numbers, and we also enjoyed the game. The temperature was very good, the lights on, obviously. I mean, the scenes look great, and these are some of the things we want to see, regularly in our league calendar. So far, it's been great, and we hope it continues.
Supporters would want to watch the Premier League on their TVs wherever they are, but it's limited only on Star Times Live. Is there going to be a chance that on the free-to-air TV stations are going to get the opportunity to broadcast some of the matches live?
Well, I think that Max TV shows the games sometimes. Out of the 4 games that Star Times produce, they always put one of the games on Max TV. It may not be enough, but it's work in progress. In the past, the state broadcaster had the monopoly to produce games and put them on TV for Ghanaians to watch. And one thing that I think we also have to take into consideration is the fact that, unlike before, now we have at least 4 games every match day, and it's unprecedented. This weekend, for instance, we have seen Kotoko versus Bechem United. Tomorrow there will be Dreams FC versus Aduana Stars. On Sunday there will be Abusuma Dwarfs versus Liberty Professionals. And then on Monday there is Mediama versus Great Olympics. In the past, at best we will have 2 games. Now we are beginning to see 4 games, 3 games per every match day. And I have always said that the best thing to do to help the product and to push the product is to put the games on TV. It may not be enough to put the matches on one channel and then maybe one free-to-air channel, but it's work in progress. I think that when the season ends, we'll do a proper retrospective analysis of the season, look at the challenges. As things stand, there is a management team that consists of members from Star Times and then also some executive committee members of the Ghana Football Association. They sit down to brainstorm and to discuss feedback from consumers of the product. So I think, we are working on it. Maybe by the end we finish the first round. If there is a need to bring other TV stations on board, we will dialogue, we will judge all and do what is best for Ghanaians.
Having listened to you on Asempa FM earlier this week, would you say the increment of the number of staff in the communication department of the FA is going to make available info to the people out there?
More impact, more investment, and more visibility. That's what I stand for. Because Manchester City did not become a force just by accident. TP Mazembe did not become a force in African football by accident. Same for El Ahly, Zamalek, and all the big clubs on the continent. We have always been comparing the likes of Koroko and Hearts of Oak to Mazembe, Sundowns, El Ahly, Zamalek, amongst others. But it did not happen by accident. They worked for it. They invested. Once you invest, you expect results. Once you invest, you make an impact. Once you make an impact, you get the results that you are looking for. So, for me, I think that the staff at the communications department is woefully inadequate. There is a need for us to beef up. My vision going forward, my long-term vision is to is to make products of the FA available. I mean, we have come to watch Kotoko. There is one game tomorrow on TV. There is another game on Sunday. There is another game on Monday. Every weekend, we play 9 matches in the Ghana Premier League. Every weekend, we play 8 games in Zone 1, 8 games in Zone 2, 8 games in Zone 3. 8 times 3, that is 34. Or 24, sorry. So out of the 24 matches, how many of them do you see on TV? And how many goals do you even get to see as highlights, packaged for you to enjoy the National Division 1 League? Same for women's football, same for FA Cup. These products belong to the FA. These products have to be consumed by the public. The more the public generate interest in the product and they consume the product, then corporate Ghana, you have mileage. Corporate Ghana will show interest. Once corporate Ghana show interest, it is money. Once you get the money, you make an impact. So, I mean, my vision is to make content accessible, available to consumers. They can watch on their phones. They can log onto the FA website and see highlights of matches. They can go on our social media platforms, on YouTube, and see highlights of matches. For instance, this game, it should be up there that people will watch. Look at the third goal that Moro Ibrahim scored. Absolutely magnificent. And that is what I intend doing with my team. Get competent people to come together and work on content and make those contents available to the public.
Thank you so much, Harry Asante Twum. And then I must say we have to congratulate you once again for making these games very free to all the media houses in the country. Coming from your own statements, it's like the concentration is mainly on the main games in the country, that is the Ghana Premier League. You spoke about the Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, but the people out there love all the Division 1, Division 2 games, and then the Women League. Okay, but then unfortunately, it's not accessible to the people far and near. How are we going to bring these games back to the people involved?
Well, already we stream the Women's League live on Facebook, on Twitter, every weekend. Tomorrow there is a game that will be live. Now, the vision of the FA president is that from the second round, we are going to have Division 1 League games also live on Facebook. Of the 3 zones, we will have 1 live game every weekend in each zone. So we select the top liner in each zone and then we show the game. Now, it's work in progress. I think we will grow with time. When we experiment now and it works and the content is consumed, then we will be encouraged to do more. It is better to start with 1 than not start at all. So we just want to start with 1 live game every weekend from the second round of the ongoing season. Then we build on it. Then we grow capacity. Then we build capacity. Then we bring experts into the department. Then we bring, people who understand the rudiments of the game, who knows about the technology. Now, the FA has secured 5 live view machines. Now, these 5 live view gadgets, we will give 2 to women's football. Women's football, we have the northern zone and the southern zone. So there will be 1 live game every weekend from the southern zone, 1 from the northern zone, and then also there will be 1 live game from zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. Premier is almost covered because the FA has cameramen who go around the country to cover those games. Once all this come together, we have an editing bench. We are setting up a studio next week. We have an editing bench. We're going to employ qualified video editors who will man these machines, sit behind them, edit the content, and we put it out.
Thank you so much. More to see. Indeed, we are bringing back the love. Henry Asante Twum, thank you for speaking to LTF TV's Fans Arena.